Hi everyone, very good afternoon. My name is Prafulla and welcome to I Am Recruiter podcast. Puneet Kumar, who have worked with me in multiple companies together. So we have worked together in our previous organization. We are working in our current organization together, and it's been a great journey so far working together. And he's a great guy. So definitely he has lots of experience in recruitment, but along with recruitment, he have multiple different hobbies as well. So, welcome, Puneet. Welcome to I Am Recruiter podcast. And we are really excited to have you in our podcast. Can you quickly introduce yourself to our audience?
Right. First of all, thanks, Prafulla, for inviting me. And I think this is a great initiative which you have taken. We get to meet a lot of recruiters, hear their perspective, and I heard the previous podcast as well. It was a lot of insights which we got from there. And then, yeah, I've been into recruitment from around 2014, so it has been more than 10 years since I've been doing this, and currently associated with Cradle Point. And as you said, we work together. And when I started my corporate journey at Cloudera, I think we met over there, and from there we have been together, and then again building companies and establishing them in India. That's what we are doing as of now.
Great. So, can you quickly give a bit introduction or about your background, like from where you belong, and a little bit about yourself, and where are you located currently?
Right. So I belong to a place in Uttar Pradesh, which is called Raebareli,
Okay.
and I was born, brought up over there. I did my education from there, and then from there I was interested in pursuing engineering, and I chose biotechnology because at that time it was a kind of a rage.
Okay.
Biotechnology in 2006, 5, 6 years, it was one of the growing field, and I like kind of biotechnology is one thing which I thought that it could be good for me. But then after completing my engineering, there wasn't a lot of a scope in India. We had to pursue masters and then do a lot of other things in terms of research. Then you can create a career over there. So I kind of switched from there and then started my journey as a salesperson.
Okay.
So for
Interesting.
close to 2.5 years, I worked in sales, and then from there I got an opportunity to work in the banking sector. So close to 1.5 year I worked over there. And then during my banking days, one of my client who was into an ID company, he asked me if I can help him with some of the recruitments which he was doing. So from there I started my own business with the help of that client. And close to 4.5 years I ran my own business. And then
Okay.
I had to shift from there because of some operational issues. And then I got an opportunity to work with Hortonworks, which got then merged to Cloudera. And then from Cloudera, I'm not working with Cradle Point. So it has been quite a, I would say, different verticals and different portfolios which I managed, and then came to uh, a role which I kind of like very much, because recruitment is something wherein you get to learn new things every day, and that is what keeps me, I would say, interested in the role, as well as talking to newer people, getting to know them, what technologies they are working on, what kind of work they are doing, and then bringing talent to the company. That kind of gives you the satisfaction, and I think that is what I'm liking in recruitment, and I've been sticking to it.
Great journey, I would say. Starting from sales, then banking, then your own business, then moving to a organization. So, like, just an like audience might be asking, like, how was your entrepreneurial journey, right? Like, can you give a quick answer to that, like how was your journey and how are you feeling now working with an organization for other?
Yeah. So when I started my own company, It was because someone asked me to kind of help them with some of the recruitment aspect, and it wasn't a full fledged business which I was looking at that point of time. But then it worked in a manner wherein I got some revenue from that person, and then it kind of rolled on further, and I started looking into non-IT roles as well. But then I think that was a bit that non-IT thing was a bit, I would say, lesser on revenue because it's a highly competitive market, and
Yeah.
IT gave you a lot of revenue. So I moved my company towards IT hiring, and then approaching to HRs, and then talking to them, making them understand what services we can give to them. uh, it kind of evolved over a period of time. So initially, I was learning things. Then I thought that this could be the right direction for my company. And then working with HRs, getting to know them, getting some more information from them made me understand that, yeah, this is something which I can pursue. And then due to some or the other reason, capital expenditures were kind of rising, and the payment cycle in the industry is something which kind of kept us low on cash component, and that's why I had to move from there.
Okay, okay, interesting. So, like a similar question, follow-up question I have for you here is like, what do you think? Like, can anyone from any industry or any background can start their career into recruitment?
Right. So when you think about recruitment, I think one thing which generally comes into the mind that the person would be very interactive. They would be very, I would say, not introvert. I would say is what you would think. But then I am a kind of a person who is a bit of an introvert, and when I started my journey, I learned recruitment. Uh, I kind of molded myself in a manner wherein I can overcome those things as well. So I think for me, sticking to the process, backing my decisions with data, and then working uh, in line with the requirement of the company as well as in line with the candidate helped me a lot. And sticking to my processes and working on my skills to improve data-backed decision making is kind of one thing which kind of helped me to become a better recruiter. Everyone is learning, and no one can be 100% perfect. But then, yeah, I think anyone from any industry, if they have few things in place, wherein if they are sticking to processes, if they are sticking to data based decision making, if they are a good people person, that would be a cherry on the top. But then, yeah, these two, three things I think are very essential for being a good recruiter in the industry.
Yes, I totally do agree, right? So I have seen you evolve personally, right? Like how you were and how you are now. And any tips for like how to become a successful recruiter? What are the things you have followed in your journey which have made you successful in your career? Like, can you suggest some tips and tricks to our audience?
Right. So generally, recruitment for me is more of just not only filling the roles. It is trying to find a right match for the company, as well as trying to find the right fit for the candidate as well in the company. So generally, that is the thing which I can't kind of keep in my mind. And also, when we are talking to the candidate in the initial phases, if you are kind of trying to gather more and more insights from the managers, hiring managers, as well as from the candidates, uh, so that you can make them understand what you're offering to them, and what you can sell to them is also very important to understand in the initial phases. So initial 2 3 conversation with the hiring manager and 2 3 conversation with the candidate are very important, and you should try to gather as much information as you can, so that you can then sell right things to the managers, because it's not always selling a role to the candidate, it is
Yep,
also
yep, yep.
selling candidate to the managers as well.
Totally agree. Totally agree. I would say that definitely how you connect, interact with the candidates, how you pitch accordingly, how do you understand more about the candidates or about the requirement, will definitely help you a lot, right,
Right.
to become a successful recruiter.
Right.
Great. So in these last 8 9 years of your experience, right, definitely you might have got some of the good experiences as well as some of the learning opportunities or the bad experience, you can say, right? So can you share a couple of them with our audience?
Right. So I won't say bad experience, but then these are kind of learning opportunities when you're
Yes.
working with the growing new hiring managers, and that becomes always a challenge for any recruiter, I would say. At least I can speak for me. It becomes a challenge for me because you'll have to coach new hiring managers a lot, make them understand how to do the hiring, and in that, if you follow the processes wherein you are doing right intake meeting, if you're documenting everything and then keeping everything in place, and also finalizing the interview process beforehand with the hiring manager, that would make your life very easy. And that's what we have been trying to do. It's always a hit and miss, but then if you keep your processes uh, by heart, I think that would kind of keep you going, and would let you overcome any kind of challenges which you would face uh, in recruitment, or in general as well in life. You If you keep everything to the process, and to what you have thought, there could be certain changes, but then it would keep you going.
Yep, totally agree, totally agree. And what about like the good experiences, any of example you want to share?
Yeah, so there are many examples. Like when you talk to a candidate, when you get them placed in the company, sometimes they will come back to you and then they will say different things. So like people will say that it was great interacting with you, and they are really thankful that they you kind of approached them and gave them the opportunity to work with the company. Although that's kind of our role, but then once you get those kind of feedback, you feel kind of empowered, I would say.
Yes.
Those are the things which makes you happy. And then talking to folks, learning from them what kind of things they have been working on, what impact they have been making in general people life, what kind of work they have been doing. So getting to know these newer things which are there in the market, you will not get in any kind of any other role, because nobody would openly tell you what they are working on. But then in recruitment, you have that leverage and kind of that privilege, I would say, wherein you would be able to talk to people, ask them what they're doing, and they'll definitely uh, explain you each and everything with the minute details.
Yes, yes. Great, perfect. So, definitely, this platform is for recruiters to help them successful, like to share our experiences and to learn from each other, right? So, any suggestion or any advice you would like to give our fellow recruiters?
Right. So generally, I think recruitment community is a bit closed community. People don't interact that much and share their knowledge with each other. Uh, and I haven't come across a lot of platform uh, over LinkedIn, or in general, wherein people are interacting and then sharing their knowledge with industry, I would say. There are some conferences which happen, but then with newer era wherein online meetings are there, we can do podcasts. I think if these kind of things keep on happening, we can mutually learn together. We can learn from others' experiences and grow together as well. So I think connecting with each other is very important, and I think this is a great initiative which you have taken, and definitely looking forward for more and more people to come over here and also interact with you, so that we can also learn and uh, see what other people are doing.
Sure. Thank you so much, Puneet. And definitely, this is for all our recruiters, friend, and so that we can learn from each other and help each other. Uh, Again, like same like what you have told, I will echo the same thing. I have seen multiple platform, but we as a recruiter, we don't have much platform to open up with each other, right? So trying to build a platform for recruiters to share their thoughts dil khol ke, right?
Definitely
uh,
correct.
Great. Thank you. And my next question for you is like any tips for candidates? We have been interacting with multiple candidates, right? In last 9 years, I believe 9, 10 years, you have interacted more than thousand or lakhs of candidates, right? Any tips you want to share with the candidates for them to be successful and how to interact with the recruiters?
Right. So in general, so when a candidate approaches a company, I have seen in the market general approach, at least in tech domain, is that they would just send their resume and then wait for the recruiters to come back to them. Although recruiters job is to come back to them as well, and they should give them the right information that what is happening with their profile, but then there are a lot of applications which comes to every recruiter, and then reaching out to the recruiters one on one, sharing their candidate sharing their profile in detail with the recruiter, and then telling them what impact they can make with the company will definitely help them in getting more visibility with the recruiter, and as well as with the insights which a recruiter gets from the candidate, they can pass it on to the hiring manager, and then definitely getting a chance with the company for interviews would increase for them. So I think personalizing their candidature specific to the company is what candidates needs to do. I'm not saying to write cover letters and devising kind of resume in a manner which suits the job description. I'm not saying those kind of things. I'm saying reaching out to a person specifically and letting them know that they are interested in the role, because sometimes in larger data pool, relevant profiles go missing. So
Yep.
it's always better to reach out to the recruiter and let them know that yeah, you have the right skills. And I've seen multiple times when people reach out to you and you see the profile that it is relevant, recruiters proactively work on it and kind of try to finish everything quickly so that they can get that person, because recruiters also want to get the right person for the company. And if you are reaching out, definitely recruiters will help you with that.
Yeah. So a similar follow-up question I have for you, Puneet, because there, on the other hand, I have been hearing from the candidates as well that what are the ways candidate can reach out to the recruiters, because there are multiple recruiters in an organization. They don't know how to reach out to them, right? So any suggestion or advice on that?
So during my search as well, for specific jobs, I heavily rely on LinkedIn and my network, both. So if you are looking out for jobs, you will connect within your network, let people know that you are open for opportunities, and then try to get interviews for you. As well as if I am looking for a job and I see a relevant job, I'll first read about the company, what the company is doing, and if I find that relevant, I would definitely reach out to the teams of recruiter over there and let them know that yeah, I'm open for opportunities and I can contribute in this manner to your company. And that ways they would, if they feel that I'm relevant, they will like to talk to me, and that would open an opportunity for me. So that's what I'm sharing and seeing. I think LinkedIn can be one good source because it's a professional network wherein we can connect with anyone and everyone, uh, and then reaching out over email. If you get phone number of the recruiters, I am open for it. If anyone calls me, I'll definitely pick their call, and then try to talk to them, understand what they're working on, let them know what we can offer, and accordingly try to find the right match.
Sure, sure. Thank you. I would say that definitely LinkedIn, their own network, uh, their own connection. We have to leverage on those things to reach out to the recruiters. And even recruiters are human like you and me, right? We definitely want each other to help. But uh, having said that, recruiters have limited time frame. Like we all have our own sweet time, right? And in that sweet time, we have to do multiple things, and because of that we might miss out some of the things,
Correct.
right? But if you reach out to the recruiters, definitely we will prioritize your interviews if the profile is relevant, and if it is not relevant, recruiters will try to tell you that as well. Don't take it in a negative way. Instead of try in a constructive feedback, right, so that you can improvise yourself.
Yeah,
Great.
right.
So, lots of formal discussion now. If I can ask you a few personal related question, Puneet, like if you are not working, right? So, what are the different things you would love to do?
So, like, I have a kitty of hobbies, I would say,
Okay,
which,
interesting.
which are there. So, generally, I think I love to travel, and if I'm
Okay,
not working, and if I have enough time to spare, I will go out and travel and maybe go on hiking or do stuff like that. But then, if it is like short time wherein I'm just cooling myself down, then maybe watching movies on Netflix, doing that kind of stuff, I'll do. Uh, or maybe playing with my dog. So that is also one thing which I'm doing from last 8 months. So I adopted a dog, and kind of I generally like to be with her as well.
okay,
And then reading stuff on internet, doing something on my computer. So learning newer stuff, playing with the programming stuff, not exactly programming level, but then yeah, trying to find newer things which are there in the industry.
okay. So you mentioned like there are multiple hobbies you have, right? So these are few of the hobbies. What are the additional extraordinary hobbies which you have gone beyond your limit and try to do that and learn from those?
So one thing which I tried 7, 8 months back was stability diffusion, stability AI, and I tried to create a YouTube channel using the stability AI video creation.
Just if you can brief little bit more what stability AI or what
Yeah,
that thing is, because
right.
I might not know. Similarly, audience might not know.
Right, right. So Stability AI, I suppose it's a company which has been working a lot on generative AI, and uh, they have been specifically dedicated to work towards video, voice, those kind of uh, things generation. And you must have been seeing that people are kind of transposing faces. There was a very popular video wherein few uh, uh, few actors from southern part of India. They were kind of performing a scene from Godfather. That was also very famous. So that was done using Stability AI. So a lot of these things kind of intrigue me, and the way people are working on Stability AI is that they are making things which is very user friendly. You not to code a lot. It's more of thing which is between no code to very little code, and that ways any layman can also use them. And once you get the entire thing, the video and the audio which stability AI generates, uh, you need to give some inputs to it. So you need to give some photographs to it so that it can generate a low range model for you, and then from there you can pick it up and pick it up.
Awesome, awesome. And like you also mentioned about a YouTube channel. So what is which YouTube channel is that, so that I can go back and follow?
Okay, so I kind of stopped working on it last December. I don't even remember the name of the YouTube channel. I'm sorry, I'm not able to recall it as of now. Uh, so I think Random AI Video, if I'm not wrong, something like that. That was the name of the
Okay.
channel. Yeah.
Okay, so probably we can you can just ping me after this call. Once the video
Yeah.
is ready, we
Right.
will share the YouTube channel link as well. So if you love watching videos generated by AI, please do follow Puneet. I have seen couple of videos; those are really good, and it will motivate Puneet as well to do more stuffs on that. And please do share with your friends and families as well. Great. Since we have talked about your background, about your hobbies, you have mentioned that you love doing multiple things, doing traveling to multiple places, right? So when we talk about multiple places, it's about multiple culture.
Right.
And when we talk about culture, it's a diverse culture, right? So what do you think about diversity, right? Why diversity is important for you or any organization, if you can tell me that.
Yeah. So let's say if 10 people are sitting, and if they are talking about a thing, a problem to solve, and everyone is thinking in a direction wherein so if they are thinking in a single direction, there won't be multiple solution to a problem. And that is how I think uh, that is why I think diversity is very important, because if there are 10 people in the team, and if they can uh, give, say, 5 to 6 solutions, and they if they, you can understand what kind of solutions they are giving, and try to find and pick best solution out of it, that would kind of enhance your way of thinking as well as problem solving skills. So I think diversity in a whole, as a whole, is diverse thinking, uh, being able to understand others' perspective, being respectful to others, and then uh, trying to solve the problem, keeping everyone's perspective in mind, and trying to best get the best solution uh, for the betterment of everyone. I would say that is what diversity means, at least to me. And
Okay.
as a recruiter, we would definitely want diverse kind of folks in the team, so that we can then have a innovative mindset to problem solving.
Okay. Okay. Okay, great. And why do you think these days most of the companies are focusing into diversity hiring?
Right. So I think data has suggested that if you have a diverse team, first of all, problem solving skill improves. Then retention of employees also improve, because you can make a culturally diverse team as well. So with that, if you see in your regular personal life as well, if there isn't if everyone is thinking in one single direction, then it won't be fun. It would be monotonous. So if there are multiple facets in which you can solve a problem, I think that makes life as well as work much more interesting, and that's why people stick to the company. And then there
Okay.
are other aspects to it as well, but then yeah, I think I'm sharing one single aspect of it.
No, totally agree. I think if we have multiple uh, thought process, right, and if we get the best one out of it, definitely it will be benefiting the company itself, right? And I think which will eventually help the company to grow faster instead of going and trying and failing. If we have the diverse background people who have already seen that problem, based on his or her understanding, they will be giving the solution. And
Right.
if we have everyone's coming together, they can brainstorm together and give the like one solution which will be much more successful for the organization, instead of wasting the time uh, going through the processes and failing and learning, so that company can grow faster competitively. But great answer, Puneet.
Right.
Great. So now I have another one personal question for you, right? So, what is one thing which you love to do once you wake up from your bed instantly?
Okay, so I would say looking at the stock market is what I've been
Okay.
doing from last 5 6 years. But then yeah, that's now kind of life, because first thing which you want to see is that how nifty 50 is going, and how it opened in Singapore. That's what I do generally. But then I want to skip that, and I want to do better stuff, say something related to running, going out for jogging, something like that. But then yeah, that's a far-fetched dream as of now. I'm working towards it. Let's see when it happens.
Yeah, but I think definitely, as I have already told, Puneet and I have worked together in my previous organization. I have learned much more things in terms of like how to have a better like
Like,
mutual funds or stocks. So he is a good coach, good mentor in terms of that. So if you people love to learn something from him, again, he is very approachable. Feel free to ping him in LinkedIn, and he will definitely try to help as much as his knowledge, because he keeps on like reading things, and he have more insights to share, and definitely you will be helpful from them. Great, thank you, Puneet. But I would genuinely tell that, like, when I started, right, you have given me lots of information on those mutual fund and other stuffs, which was very helpful for me.
everyone is
Okay.
learning, everyone is growing together.
Yeah. So now moving to next question, right? In the previous question, you mentioned about like AI, right? So definitely AI is one of the hot topic in the market currently, right? So how do you see AI in recruitment industry overall, and will AI be used extensively across different industry, and will or let's say because of AI people might be losing their job? What do you think?
Right. So for me, AI is more of a helper kind of a thing, wherein it can help us to enhance and as well as deliver quality work in lesser time. Because say for Chat GPT, if you ask Chat GPT to write an email for you, it would give you some pointers, and from there you can pick it and then uh, write a quick email, which earlier used to take an hour, but now it would take around 10-15 minutes to complete that. So I think generally everyone needs to enhance their skills. If they are enhancing their skills, I think AI as a whole would help them to do much more quality work, and they would not be doing redundant work. They would be doing something new, which will then impact organization positively, as well as the people will also be able to uh, uh, learn something new, give their time to uh, build newer skills. And that's why I think AI is evolving in a manner wherein it would help everyone to become better at their jobs.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
definitely. Nobody is going to lose their job because of AI. AI is not that smart, I would say, as of now as well.
okay, okay. And what is the most demanding uh, job based on AI currently, if you see in the market? What is the job which might be coming with the uses of AI by everyone? What do you think?
Right. So I think there are two, three things which are happening, as per my knowledge, I would say.
Yep.
Things which are happening in AI domain, they are making things very easy for anyone to use. They are not making things which are very code intensive. Say for Chat GPT, there are a lot of extension which anyone can integrate it to Chat GPT and can do a lot of stuff. And there are multiple extension already there in the market which developers are working on. So I think there would be two kind of roles. One is people who are working on the back end and developing the entire AI systems, and then there would be second of kind of people who would be developing the ecosystem. So for that matter, extensions and those kind of things people are working on and developing. Those would be second of kind of role, and then there would be people who would be more of end users, and that can be anyone. So depending upon how you what kind of things attract you, I think you can be in either in the back end or in the front end aspects, or maybe an end user trying to find newer solutions, new use case wherein you can use these AIs.
Okay. And like, I have been hearing about this role like prompt engineering,
So I think yeah, prompt engineering can become one of the role wherein a lot of people will be there because it can be coached easily.
Yep.
So yeah.
So any suggestion like regarding the community for recruiters, right? Because what I have seen, what you have also mentioned, right? We recruiters are mostly focused on our work, right? And How do you think this community might be helpful for the recruiters uh, in different aspect? Can you just elaborate or share your thoughts?
Right. So generally, what happens? We are so much involved in our work. We are so centered towards getting things done quickly that we kind of get self-consumed. And I would say sometimes when you hear to people who are working in the industry, they would give you very easy ideas which you would have in your mind, but then you will not be able to you were not able to work on it because you were so much occupied in other things. So simple things, if you hear in conversation between two recruiters, and if there are some sessions wherein we are brainstorming as well, you will get a lot of ideas, and that ways simple ideas, when you implement in your work process, it can definitely give you greater results. And I think this is one thing which I'm looking forward from this platform and this these discussions, which I'm definitely getting benefited out of it as well. Say in the previous discussion also, I got to learn some tricks and traits which I definitely would like to implement.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Great. I think we are almost on the time. Thank you so much, Puneet. But before winding up, any last thought or any last comment you have for our audience?
I've said previously as well, this could be one of the platforms which I look forward to hearing more and more people on this. And
With this, I would like Puneet. I'm really grateful that Puneet could spare some time of his from his busy schedule. And if you want to learn anything about recruitment or anything about mutual fund or stocks, definitely Puneet is go-to person. And I will try to collect the YouTube channel from him. And definitely, if you like watching those videos, please do share with your friends. And yeah, this community is for you. If you want anyone to be part of this community, or if you want someone asked to reach out to someone and you want them to see as a guest, please do share and do comments below. And yeah, looking forward for more episodes going forward and to learn from each other. Anything, Puneet, you want to share?
Prafulla, thanks for inviting me in this on this as well as great initiatives. All thumbs up, and looking forward to more content which you would be producing on this.
Sure. Thanks, Puneet. Great time. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye. Take care.